Hey everybody, welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars set review on the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of the best battle packs to come out of LEGO Star Wars in recent years, and it is the Snowtrooper Battle Pack, given set number 75320 with 105 pieces. It contains 4 minifigures and it is currently retailing in the UK for £17.99 even, so pretty expensive for the battle pack. You know, it has been a common trend for battle pack prices. Personally, I think that's too much. Although you can commonly see it on sale in things like Smith's Toys and Argos and stuff like that. I did pick mine up in Morrison's for £9 on a clearance sale. You know, I'm not going to promise that it'll be that price everywhere. But yeah, overall looking at the box art, you know, it's depicting Hoth, like kind of nice mountain background. And then if you take a look at the back of the box, just has all the elements of the set strewed out, and a little play feature shown there. But yeah, nice box art. Let's get into the contents. So in terms of opening the box, it's pretty self-explanatory. You just use the thumb tab, which I hate. So you can just get into these little gaps here. They're just glued down, and then you can cut them. And then you have got full access to the interior. So the set has 2 bags and the instruction manual, and this was before they ruined it with the horrible renders. It just has the actual front of the box, which is nice. And if you look at the back, I always like to see the back of instruction manuals. Everything else is basic, but you get to see all the sets that were released on that wave, and very nice, all the Hoth sets, and just overall very nice art. But let's get into the minifigs. So the first minifigure in the set is the Scout Trooper, and you just get a single one in there, which makes sense. You don't see a lot of them in universe, or in mass I should say, and it's about as good as you get in terms of like a Scout Trooper minifigure. They've really improved the helmets over the years. They're just like really fantastic. They use the kind of dual mold principle, and you know, they're just really detailed and lovely. You got the female face, which I guess is fine, you know, but I'd prefer all the faces to be the same. But that's really a pointless gripe, you know, you're not going to see the faces anyways. And in terms of detail, very nice detail in the front. No feet printing, but you don't really need it, to be fair. And then in the back, got a nice kind of jetpack ventilator piece. I don't know what quite that is, but nonetheless, you know, very nice figure, nice detail, and it wields the mini blaster. So let's get into the next minifigure. Okay, and last up we've got the Snowtrooper, and you get 3 of the exact same troopers in the set, bar the head prints, and this is about as good as you get again with the Snowtrooper. Nice printing overall. Does use the printed waist cape, which it's not the best thing for LEGO, but in this case I think it integrates well, you know, as opposed to the clone troopers, which look pretty hideous with them. But I think it looks pretty nice with it in the set. And then on the back, you just get some wee kind of prints up close, if you can see that. And if you take the head off, you just get this nice face. It's a pretty nice face, and I'll show you the rest of them in a minute. But yeah, nice figure overall. So with the helmets off, you see all the different faces. There's a couple of female faces and a couple of male faces. Overall, you know, it's nice diversity, I guess. You know, something that they never used to do, but it's not a problem as you don't see their faces that often. So there's 3 mini builds in this set, and they all look good in their own respect. And yeah, let's start off with the gun. So for the machine gun, I have to say it looks pretty amazing, you know, especially for what, 20 pieces max. I think they really kind of made use of very nice parts, using the kind of like blasters for stands, and it does have a stud shooter integrated in the top. And if we get the studs, extra studs that you get in the set, I kind of just bundled them up. But if you get the stud, it's kind of the new stud shooter effect. You just stick it in the hole, and then this little bit pops up, and then you just push it, and then it goes away and you'll never see it again. But overall, there's nothing else to talk about here. It does have a little kind of barrel here to simulate a real rifle or a real machine gun, although that's your actual play feature. And then you have a little kind of hold here where you can get your trooper and just stick their hand there, and it's like they're actually manning the machine gun. So a very nice inclusion and something that can be seen in mass overall in a set. Now in terms of the speeder bike, I have to say it's not the best one LEGO's ever put out, mainly for it's quite a flimsy model. You know, trying to move the joysticks and especially lay a figure there to connect to them is quite difficult. It does have nice smooth tile pieces here to make minifig application a bit easier. But yeah, overall it looks pretty nice, and you've got a printed control panel, which is a plus. Over here, you do have these kind of front wing things that come out. These do fall off easily. These kind of annoy me, and trying to get them stationary and stay aligned is quite annoying. It does have landing gear with these kind of two pieces here, which you can just sit, and it can stay in a stationary position. It also has kind of, I don't know, one of the big megaphone guns, which I don't know what use it has for here, but overall nice. Does have these flaps, which again, don't know what they're used for. I guess just for a bit of extra detail and depth. And then you have this little kind of, I don't know, beige cream piece that's sat on top of there, just an extra bit of detail. It's a nice speeder bike, something that can definitely be seen in mass, and have to respect it there. But let's have a look and see what a minifigure looks like on it. And for the minifigure sat there, to be honest with you, it does look pretty cool. It does look like he is, going at some substantial speed, and it's quite difficult to put the joysticks in place, it's a bit of a pain. And doing it, I should have put the bloopers on, but trying to put these back in place is super annoying. Just prepare that, prepare for that whenever you open this. But yeah, he sits nice, he's not going to be stuck there or whatever, but overall it's a pretty dynamic pose and, great for display. And then the last mini build in the set is a little bunker or trench or whatever you want to say. And it's such a simple design, it makes use of 40 pieces max. And it looks pretty nice, it's a very simple design. It does make use of some good kind of slope pieces, which if you got like 20 of these, you could make a pretty awesome like trench and big scale. That cost you a fair bob, but yeah, very nice pieces here. Does have a little kind of clip here to store your binoculars or whatever, and you can provide some space to add some minifigures, so you can add the little machine gun and then have kind of a trooper out there shooting, and then you've got the speeder bike here. I should really be flipping this to the front so you guys can see it. Yeah, very nice kind of dynamic pose. You can really do a lot good with that. And then you can have the commander or scout trooper out watch. So I feel like it provides loads in terms of that. There's not much to say about the actual terrain, but it's a nice kind of inclusion, and very nice. If you get masses of these, you can make a very nice model. Yeah, very nice to include in the set. So for me, this is probably one of the best non-clone battle packs Lego's ever put out, period. I just feel like they provided so much for what you're buying. You get nice terrain, you've got a gun, a speeder, and then most of all, you get 3 of the same troopers, which is great for army building. The price is quite off-putting. $17.99 for a battle pack is pretty insane, but considering this set is always seen on clearance and sale, I don't see a problem. I think, whatever $13.99 is the max price in the UK is, pretty fair for the battle pack. And it is going to be retiring in 2023, so if you haven't got any of these, I recommend going out and getting a few, because it's definitely not going to disappoint. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and share the video elsewhere that I want to get up there. And yeah, hope you guys have a nice day, and I will see you later.